Anyway, you ready for the movie review?
Always.
All right.
In a world of movie references flying over his head, one man will finally watch them. This is the Matt and Blonde Show movie review.
This week's movie is the 1976 Sylvester Stallone written debut of the series Rocky, in which a no-name blue-collar Philadelphia hobby boxer gets the opportunity to fight the heavyweight champion of the world and goes the distance to earn the love of a perfectly mediocre woman. There is no movie picker commentary this week because this was a randomly selected top-rated movie as the vote demanded, and Rocky is number 212 on the IMDb top 250 list of all time. So as always, your review and your rating.
Ooh, okay. I'm glad. I did not know that this was a randomly chosen IMDb pick, because I was writing my review and I was thinking the audience is going to hate me so much. I know that this movie is a beloved classic. I know that. I watched it for the first time last year, so I did not rewatch it. But anyway, I also know that many great movies have been inspired by this storyline. It was entertaining, blah, blah. So I'll say a few things that I liked about it. I like that Stallone wrote this and he had to peddle it to a bunch of people and it didn't work and it took years and then it got picked up. I like the underdog becoming the champion story. I like that. I like the love story.
But he didn't. He lost.
Yeah, I know. But, the underdog.
Close enough.
Yeah. When I watched this, I watched all the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
So eventually they're all underdog movies of becoming the champion. And I like this love story of this painfully shy, unattractive girl meeting this rugged, stupid guy, and then they kind of stick by each other. And speaking of mediocrity, I was like, this woman is so unattractive, she must be famous. There must be some nepotism. So I Googled her, and she is a Coppola. I did not know that. And she is Jason Schwartzman's mother. So I was like, oh, that's why she was in Godfather and all of these other movies with these nothing parts. Anyway, I'm not a super emotional person. I'm not particularly patriotic either, which kind of comes out in the later movies. So most of the stuff that would affect others emotionally did not affect me. And this movie just doesn't do it for me. So 2 out of 5, but it's because I have no heart.
Do you think I rated it higher or lower than you?
I bet you hated this.
So you're going to go lower.
I bet you were on the same. I bet you 2 of 5. I bet you rated it 2 of 5.
No, I went lower.
Oh, really? You hated it more? Oh, no. People are going to hate us so much for this.
Here's what I can say about this movie. The theme song is memorable. Even if the lyrics are cringe, there's no denying that the theme song has a lot of energy and it's catchy. The best part of the movie by far is Rocky training. It's great build up.
Yeah.
It establishes interest and anticipation for the fight. And the scenes around the city are pretty well shot. Best of all, none of this movie's god-awful characters are talking during that montage, even though Rocky still looks mentally handicapped at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. He does talk like a giant retard, doesn't he?
It's insufferable. The line that is in my review that I have to credit my wife for all the good lines lately, at least I think. But Rocky sounds like a deaf person playing Chubby Bunny, like eating too many marshmallows.
That's really accurate. Ooh.
So things that I didn't like, I can't hear what the hell Rocky is saying. It's one of those movies where I feel like I'm 90 years old. What? Turn it up. Rewind. What did he say?
What?
Oh, it's an irrelevant, stupid line anyway. Yeah. And I find Rocky to be such an uninteresting, uncompelling character. His best performance is literally beating the meat in the movie. Beating the meat is his high point.
Beating the meat.
If he just shuts up, the movie would be better if he just walked around and punched people and punched things and then punched Apollo Creed. But I'm amazed. Maybe the subsequent movies have more Rocky development. Maybe I need to watch them. I just can't believe that this character has survived, maybe not to be the main character as far as I understand, but at least an important character in like 8 more movies after this.
I know,
and
but
counting.
It captured like a time and a place. And so it caught on. We're viewing this through our millennial lens. The first time I saw Rocky was last year, It's made in the 70s, right?
In 1976. And the other characters are overacted, bipolar, lunatics. There are these bizarre scenes. Rocky
The
is
brother.
too.
Yeah.
Like when Mickey comes, hey, Rocky, can I train you? No way. And he gets all mad and freaks out. 5 seconds later, okay, you can train me. And then you have Paulie freaking out with his baseball bat. I watched that scene on YouTube, and the comments are just praise. One of the best scenes in the history of cinema. All the characters are completely overacted, ridiculous performances. When she's screaming, shaking him, and then she stomps off in this cliche "I'm mad" way, and then Rocky grabs Paulie and shakes him some more and stares at him. And then there's this horrible dubbed audio because someone must have botched their line or something. It's totally fake. The performances are awful. None of those characters have any chemistry with each other whatsoever. It's the most forced anger I've ever seen. The movie is one of the worst pieces of pacing I've ever seen. The whole is this a movie about a fight and training for a fight? Or is it a movie about creepo teen escort services? That scene where Rocky's walking around, he sees that teen girl and walks her home. Up yours, creepo, or whatever she does. Why did I need 10 minutes of that? Why did I need 10 minutes of a bizarre date in which Rocky jogs around an ice rink and doesn't even skate?
Because he has TBI. It's fine.
He can skate. If he can fight Apollo Creed, he can skate.
TBI, come on. He has TBI when he wrote the script, too.
That's his best defense. Yeah. You have this story of Paulie trying to get a job as a debt collector with Rocky instead of a meatpacking plant worker. Who cares? Who cares? You don't... It takes forever of this irrelevant buildup to get to the fight, which is like 10 minutes, under 10% of the runtime. And then the fight sucks. The punches are totally fake. They're obviously not landing. And the pacing of the fight sucks too. The whole point of the fight is going the distance. But they don't spend time on going the distance. You could really build up the stress of the endurance test that Rocky is going through. Instead, they skip a whole bunch of rounds and they just show him with his ass kicked. And then that's the end of the fight. If the point is winning Adrian, they could show her really going through some emotional struggle throughout the fight, really dramatize it. They skip all that.
People are really pissed. Your house is going to get burned down.
And she just runs in. Oh, I love you, Rocky. Well, great. By the way, it's not like she's a prize to win. As you mentioned, she's a frump queen. What is it with these old movies and these frump queens? All right.
Nepotism.
I wrote in the review, it's like winning the love of a pet rock. Congratulations. I'm not sure you're going to realize that you even have that pet rock's love, but enjoy.
Look how mad he is, guys. Look he's so mad.
And lastly, a petty point, but Apollo Creed calls him the Italian stallion. All right, I've said epitome. I've said a bunch of ridiculous pronunciations. It is not Italian.
70s Brothers said Italian.
Is it Italy? You want to go to Italy?
I know it's incorrect, but you know.
I hate that. Don't say that. It's not Italy. And it's not the Italian stallion, Apollo. And I like Carl Weathers. I think I like him in almost every movie I see, and I actually kind of liked him in this one. So I'm going to assume he was directed to say it that way.
They later become allies.
Rocky and Apollo Creed?
In later films, yes.
And then, well, the premise of the later ones, doesn't Rocky train Apollo's son? Isn't that the premise of the newer ones? Something like that.
In Creed, which I've also seen. Why? I saw that in theaters.
This is up there with Blade Runner.
Don't say Blade Runner.
In the worst movies I've watched as part of this build.
Blade Runner is such a superior film.
Get the hell out of here. And may God have mercy on your soul.
That's it. I won't rant about it anymore. I should refresh. I got to see how much the audience disagrees with me on this.
Everyone hates you now.
Yeah, everybody's giving it a 5. The early vote is all 5s and 4s. Maybe they authentically believe that, or maybe they're just doing it to spite me. That's fine.
No, I think that it captured a time and a place, and we have lots of Gen X and older audience members that saw this in theaters with their dads, and there's all this nostalgia surrounding it and everything like that. But people do hate your guts now. So.
That's all right. It's been a little bit. What was the last one that I truly hated? I think it was Snatch or something like that. I haven't had a good.
Yeah, but not such an iconic movie. Yeah. Blade Runner is. You're just wrong about.
Dude,
Blade
I think I would rather watch Rocky than Blade Runner.
That
I think.
I will burn your house.
As far as next week, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Sneaks in, winning the vote before we refresh the nominations. So we will watch that one next week. Nominations do refresh for May. May's nominations come from listener Michael. And the movies, at least in my initial assessment are a lot. These are lesser known movies. So I'll be curious to see how this one works out. There are several Clint Eastwood products in here, so they can't be all bad. But the nominees are One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
All right.
The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Hmm.
That's a Clint Eastwood movie. The Enforcer. Breaking Away. Last of the Mohicans.
Hey.
Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
Midsommar.
Midsummer.
It's Sommar. Yeah. Midsummer. Yeah. And The Hunt. Okay. And of course, you can once again reject this list if you prefer and pick a randomly selected terrible top-rated movie like Rocky if you would prefer. And as a reminder, if you'd like to read my weekly movie reviews, comment how wrong I am, submit your own rating, vote for the next movie, and sign up for the chance to be the movie nominator for the month, the one and only place to do it is my weekly movie review column linked in the description and on the homepage of the website. That is, of course, mattchristiansenmedia.com.